Is Joe Keary in a Domino's commercial?
That was my twin, Joel
Joel
Keary. Wasn't me.
Wouldn't he have the same last name as you though, if he's your twin?
Next question.
Stranger Things actor Joe Keary is more than just an actor. He has more talents up his sleeve. After the successful release of season 4, Keary chose the perfect time to get back into his music. With the release of a new single and announcement of his second album under his music persona Dijo, it seems that Keary is just getting started. After being in the acting world for just under a decade, Keary is revealing to us all that he is far more up his sleeve. Will Keary be able to juggle music and movies, or will his second album be his last? Let's find out. Joe Keary is an American actor and musician born on April 24th, 1992 in Newburyport, Massachusetts. He is the second of 5 children. When he was younger, he participated in Theater in the Open, which is a performing arts camp at Maudslay State Park. He didn't really begin acting though until high school. Keary attended Newburyport High School and initially only performed there due to his sister insisting he do so. After high school, he attended the theater school at DePaul University and graduated in 2014 with a BFA in acting. He didn't take long before he started his professional career after graduating. He went to over 100 auditions, and from those came a handful of commercial appearances. He was in commercials for KFC, Domino's, and Amiibo. He also landed appearances in shows like Empire and Chicago Fire. The first time he was in a full-length film was in Stephen Cohn's indie film Henry Gamble's Birthday Party that was released in May 2015. Later that year, he was cast in his breakthrough role of Steve Harrington for the Netflix series Stranger Things. He initially tried out for the role of Jonathan, but later submitted his tape for Steve. Thank goodness. The show was released on July 15, 2016 and received critical acclaim. His character Steve was originally a recurring cast member but was upgraded to a series regular for season 2. Along with acting, Keary is also a very talented musician. He was a drummer and guitarist for Chicago-based garage and psych rock band Post Animal. The band released their debut album in October of 2015 and was titled Post Animal Perform the Most Curious Water Activities. The following year in 2016, they released the Garden Series EP. After the initial release of Stranger Things, Keary acted in a handful of movies, including Molly's Game in 2017, followed by After Everything and Slice in 2018. The band Post Animal released their second album When I Think of You in a Castle, and the following year he decided to leave the band due to his acting schedule. Also in 2019, he appeared in the short How to Be Alone. This was the year that Stranger Things Season 3 was released. 2019 was also the year that Joe began to release some of his solo music. He self-released single Roddy in July 2019 under his musical persona of Dijo. In August, he released another single called Chateau, and on September 13th came his debut album under name Dijo. The album was titled 2020 and received a positive review from New Musical Expression. NME described Keary as, quote, a musician of very high caliber who dabbles in the kind of inventive, warped psychedelia that gently twists your melon and constantly shapeshifts around you. His music was also compared to Tame Impala and Ariel Pink. In 2020, he landed another acting gig. He starred in the satire film Spree, playing a rideshare driver who would do anything for his 5 minutes of fame. On September 9th, 2020, he released another single, Keep Your Head Up. 2021 brought him a lead role in the action comedy film Free Guy starring Ryan Reynolds and Jodie Comer. The film was a major box office success, domestically grossing over $100 million and worldwide over $300 million. So where is he now? 2022 has already been a fantastic year for Joe Keary, and it looks like it's on track to end as good as it started out. Acting-wise, the most recent season of Stranger Things was released in May, and it was announced that he is set to star alongside Liam Neeson in sci-fi virus tale Cold Storage. The film is set to begin filming in the fall. Musically, big things are on the horizon. He announced the release of his second album titled Decide and a new single, Change, under the name Dijo earlier this month. Dijo is set to perform at music festivals coming up, including Lollapalooza in Chicago and Austin City Limits in October. From festivals to filming a movie with Liam Neeson, sounds like the second half of 2022 will be jam-packed for Joe.
My first friend on set, that was Finn. Even when he was like, what, 13, 14. He's like the coolest kid ever.
From the Broadway stage as Little Orphan Annie to being in one of the most memorable scenes on TV this year, Sadie Sink has been proving to audiences time and time again that she has what it takes to give a powerful performance. Whether it be on the stage or the screen, Sink has a way of captivating us when it's her time to shine. At just 20 years old, Sadie Sink is already well on her way to becoming one of the biggest actresses of her time. With the release of Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 2, will she continue running up that hill to more lead roads, or will it be a hard knock life for Sink from here on out? Let's find out. Sadie Sink is an American actress who was born on April 16, 2002 in Brenham, Texas. Sink began her acting career at a very young age. When she was 10, her mother took note of how obsessed her and her brother were with recreating the Disney movie High School Musical, so she signed them up for acting classes at a community theater. Sink performed in White Christmas as Susan Waverly and in Annie as Annie at the Hobby Center for Performing Arts in Houston. It's a good thing her mother decided to put her in those classes, because when Sadie was just 11 years old in 5th grade, she made her Broadway debut as part of the original cast of the Annie revival. To prepare for the role, she took dance and vocal lessons. Initially, she was only the standby for all of the orphans, but when the original lead left, Sink began alternating the title role for a few months. And by the end of her run, she was playing Duffy and was the understudy to Annie. While she was in the Broadway production, she also appeared in Emmy-winning series The Americans as Lana. In 2015, she co-starred with Helen Mirren on Broadway once again in The Audience, where she played a young Elizabeth II. She attended the Tonys with Helen that year as one of her dates to the award show, along with another one of her castmates. This was the year that she also had a small role in the film Chuck as Kimberly. In 2017, Sadie was in the film Glass Castle with Woody Harrelson as his daughter Lori. While on set filming this movie, she became very close with Harrelson and his daughter. She said during her time on set with them is what helped encourage her to go from vegetarian to vegan. She cares greatly for animal rights and the environment. Also in 2017, she landed the big role of Max Mayfield in Stranger Things Season 2. Sink and her Stranger Things co-star Millie Bobby Brown became very close very quick, and even went on vacation together along with both of their families to Mexico. The following year, Sadie, along with stars like Rooney Mara, Sia, Joaquin Phoenix, and Kat Von D, teamed up to narrate Chris Delforce's animal rights documentary Dominion. For her contribution to the documentary, she received the 2018 Award for Excellence for Narration by Hollywood International Independent Documentary Awards. Sadie also took to the runway in 2018, walking in Paris Fashion Week at just 15 years old for the brand Undercover. She's also modeled for brands like Kate Spade, Vogue, Chanel, and Givenchy Beauty. Sink and her Stranger Things co-stars were nominated for Best On-Screen Team at the 2018 MTV Movie Awards. The following year, she landed the role of Haley in the horror film Eli. Also in 2019, she came back for another season of Stranger Things as Max. In 2021, she stuck with the horror genre and landed the lead role of Dean Berman, or Ziggy, in the Fear Street trilogy. The trilogy involved 3 films for 3 different years, 1994, 1978, and 1666, and is based off the R.L. Stine book series of the same name. She was cast as the lead role of Tess DiNunzio in the upcoming drama Dear Zoe. The film has no specific release date listed just yet. In 2021, Sadie began filming for the upcoming film The Whale. She will be playing Ellie, who is the daughter of Brendan Fraser's character Charlie. The film is about Charlie reconnecting with Ellie after leaving his family to be with his boyfriend. Filming for the movie began March 8th and lasted until April 7th, again with no set release date yet. Another project Sadie was a part of in 2021 was Taylor Swift's short film All Too Well, the short film, based on the song of the same title by Taylor Swift. She starred in the video alongside Dylan O'Brien. So where is she now? Most recently, Sadie was in the latest season of Stranger Things. In May of 2022, after waiting almost 3 years for season 4 of the widely loved show, it was finally released. But season 4 isn't over for fans just yet. Season 4 has been broken into 2 parts, and the May release was only part 1. The second part comes out July 1st, and after part 1, who knows what's in store for the second. The season is darker than the ones before, and Sadie really shows off her acting. She appeared in the now famous scene that involves her character Max hovering above the ground while Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill plays. Ever since the season came out, I haven't gone a day without hearing that song. Not mad about it it though. Also this year, her 2 films, Dear Zoe and The Whales, are in post-production, so it shouldn't be long before we get a trailer and a release date for both films. Will the second half of season 4 leave us on the edge of the seats, or will we all be left in a puddle of tears? What do you think?
Hi! You're not as scary in person!
I try not to be.
From Twilight to Harry Potter and Mortal Instruments City of Bones, Jamie Campbell Bower is no stranger to portraying dark, evil, supernatural characters on screen. With his recent role as the newest terrifying monster from the Upside Down Vecna in the latest season of Stranger Things, he took things to the next level. Covered with layers of prosthetics, makeup, and slime, he acted his way into plenty of our nightmares. Will this be the breakout role Jamie needs, or will this be the role that scares away producers for good? Let's find out. Jamie Campbell Bower was born in London, England on November 22, 1988. His parents both work in music-related jobs, his mother being a music manager and his father working for the Gibson Guitar Company. He started his career off doing modeling with Select Model Management. He also was a member of the National Youth Music Theatre and the National Youth Theatre. Jamie made his feature film debut in 2007 as Anthony Hope in Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, starring Johnny Depp. This role will be the first of many for Campbell Bower. In 2008, he played Rocker in the film Rock'n'Rolla, as well as Jack in Winter Wartime. Then, in 2009, he starred in the 2009 remake of series The Prisoner as number 1112. Also in 2009, he landed a role as vampire Cassius Valtieri in the second film of the Twilight Saga, New Moon. In 2010, he kept the dark villain role alive by playing Gellert Grindelwald, a dark wizard in Harry Potter in the Deathly Hallows Part 1. That year he also starred in a music video for the song Young by British alternative rock band The Excerpts. The following year he played King Arthur in the television series Camelot. In February 2010 it was confirmed that he was dating Harry Potter cast member Bonnie Wright, who played Ginny Weasley throughout the series. In April 2011 the two were confirmed to be engaged. Also in 2011 and in 2012 he returned to the Twilight world once again as Cassius Valtieri in both Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2. On June 30th of 2012, him and Bonnie Wright made the decision to end their engagement. Also this year, he made another music video appearance in Florence and the Machine's video for song Never Let Me Go. In 2013, he added another role in a dark fantasy movie based on a book to his credits. Following his smaller roles in Twilight and Harry Potter films, this year he landed one of the lead roles in the Mortal Instruments City of Bones film as Jace Weiland. This film was based on the novel by the same name written by Cassandra Clare. During this time as well, he was in an on and off again relationship with City of Bones co-star Lily Collins. In December 2013, he got back to his modeling roots by signing on to join the cast of British luxury brand Burberry's campaign Stars for Spring and Summer 2014. The following year in 2015, Jamie decided that music was the move. In June, he began to play the role of Joe in the West End musical Bend It Like Beckham. Also in 2015 was the formation of his English pop rock band that went by the name of Counterfeit. Jamie himself was the lead vocalist along with playing guitar. His younger brother Sam Bauer was also a member of the band on guitar along with 2 other members on bass guitar and drums. The band released an EP in 2015 titled Come Get Some. The following year in 2016 the band signed to Extra Mile Records. This year the band also released 2 more EPs titled Enough and Addiction. On March 17, 2017 the band released their debut album Together We Are Stronger. This year they were nominated for a Carrying Award for Best British Newcomer, and they won the award for Best Live Act at the AIM Independent Music Awards. Also in 2017, Jamie returned to the screen in the TNT original series Will, a fictional series about William Shakespeare's life in his early 20s. In 2018, Jamie attended Paris Fashion Week with luxury brand Fendi after appearing in their fall eyewear campaign. Also in 2018, he and on and off again girlfriend Lily Collins officially split for good after almost 5 years since they began their relationship in 2012. In 2019, Bauer's band Counterfeit signed to Republic Records and released 3 singles, It Gets Better, The New Insane, and 1144, which were to have been from their second upcoming album. Also in January 2019, it was announced that Jamie was set to star in a Game of Thrones prelude series by the name of Blood Moon. Unfortunately, in October 2019, HBO announced that it had decided not to pick up the series. In the following year, 2020, Jamie was in the film 6 Days of Sistine. Also this year, Bauer revealed that his band Counterfeit, which he had formed just 5 years earlier and was set to release their second album, would no longer be continuing on together as a band. Jamie revealed in a long message to fans that during the pandemic, some of his bandmates decided that they did not want to continue on the path of Counterfeit. Jamie assured fans though that he still loves making music and playing live. He stated in a post that he will continue to do solo music. He revealed no concrete dates or upcoming projects that he was working on musically. So where is he now? Well, since he revealed that his band dissolved in 2020, it seems in 2021 he had been working somewhat on his solo music. He went live on Instagram sitting in a recording studio and shared what fans assumed to be his own music. In 2022, earlier this year, he made his return to the screen in a big way. Bauer is almost unrecognizable in his full makeup and prosthetics for his role of Vecna in the much anticipated season 4 of Stranger Things. After the season aired, the internet went crazy talking about all things season 4. One of the biggest topics of conversation was the new frightening edition of Vecna. His wonderful and chilling performance left fans raving. In an interview with Access on the red carpet of the MTV Movie Awards, Jamie confirmed that his prosthetics and performance were so well done that he even made co-star Millie Bobby Brown, who plays Eleven, cry on set. And it's no doubt in my mind that that fact is true. There was a time-lapse posted of the process it takes to turn Jamie into Vecna, and it was crazy to watch him go from man to monster. I'm sure acting under all of the prosthetics and makeup is no easy job, but Bauer nailed every second, even during his non-monster scenes as Henry Creel. Fans of Jamie took to Twitter with praise for him, stating, "I haven't seen Jamie Bowell Camber on screen in a long time, but what a brilliant performance in Stranger Things 4. Another fan shared Jamie Campbell Bower deserves all the awards for his performance in Stranger Things 4. He made his character go from a supporting character to one of the most fascinating ones. His acting was simply remarkable. I'd give him an Oscar if I could." Well, the people have spoken, and they say Jamie Campbell Bower is in fact one to watch.